Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's matchup, Game 2 here at West Fargo High School between the visiting Shanley Deacons and the West Fargo Packers. The West Fargo Packers are on the left side of your screen with their white uniforms and white numbers, and the Deacons are on the Packers are on the left side, and the Deacons are on the right side with their red uniforms and black numbers there. As we wait for the clock to trickle down here, as we'll put 18 minutes up at the clock, and the tip-off is going to go to the Packers. That tip-off was between Nick Carlson and Vasiri Hakim for the Deacons. First points are given to the West Fargo Packers. The score is 2-0. Deacons are looking to come back with 2 points of their own. That's not going to happen there, as that shot by Anthony Wanner was off the mark. The 6'10" junior.
Yeah, they've definitely got some tall guys on their roster, Cody, that's for sure.
That's going to be a matchup that's going to be in favor of the Shanley Deacons, as he'll be setting up against Jacob Lamberts, and Lamberts is 6'5", so there's a 5-inch difference there. And I walked on the court, and Anthony Wanner is a tall man. As Nick Carlson has it here for the West Fargo Packers, he'll bring it up the court to the top of the key. He'll hand it off to Caden Zepeda. Zepeda will hand it off to Jancy, who's looking to drive. Dishes out to Nick Carlson on the near side corner. Three, no good, rebounded by Wanner. Cody Wurtzfeld here on play-by-play and Kenley on color for tonight's matchup here. Game 2 between the Deacons and the West Fargo Packers. The West Fargo Packers took game 1 with a score of 63-56. Deacons have it here. That's going to be Alex Wheelock. He'll dish it over there to Landon Auden. Hakim has it at the left elbow. He'll hand it off to Auden, and there will be 1 second left on the shot clock, and the West Fargo Packers are going to force a shot clock violation here. Score is 2-0 in favor of the Packers. 6:45 left to go in this first half. Caden Zepeda will bring it up the court here for the Packers. He'll bring it up the court with that right-handed dribble. He'll reach the Packer bull, and he'll give it to Jancy, who hands it off to Carlson, who has it at the top of the key. Carlson will spin around defender there, gives it to Lamberts for the rare three. No good off the front of the iron, but Jancy will get the rebound, and his shot will also hit off the front of the iron. And a foul will be called here on the Deacons. The Deacons will take the first foul of the night. And that'll go to Jackson Paul. That'll be his first personal and the first team foul for the Deacons. Carlson gets the first free throw to go. He's 100% here.
1 for 1.
Still 100%.
Still, hey, 100's a 100.
As Carlson goes 2 for 2 here. So he keeps the 100% alive. As the Packers are able to get a steal there, and a quick 2 points for the Packers results in a timeout by the Deacons, and their coach is on. He is livid as the Packers take a 6-0 lead. We'll be back here in 30 seconds on the Make 2 Sports Media Network.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo.
What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
Welcome back here to West Fargo High School. The Deacons come out of the timeout with the ball here as the score is 6-0. They heard it from their coach as he expects more out of them as they've had a slow start here, but it's only a 6-point game. And they're going to say that was last touch by the Packers. Deacons might get a break here. Looks like they're going to give it to the Packers after the referees discuss. And I'm going to agree with that call. It looks like the Deacons were the last one to touch that. And the Packers would come away with it. Zepeda will bring it up the court with that left-handed dribble. He'll switch to his right, and he'll hand it off to Jaden Grassford, who works his way to the top of the key, back down to that left elbow, and he'll give it to Zepeda, who dishes down to Lamberts. Beautiful pass there from Lamberts to Carlson, and Carlson gets 2 points there for the Packers.
Yeah, good job on Lamberts, realizing he was double teamed. Again, he's got that guy who's 5 inches taller than him. Probably wasn't going to get that shot over him. Then dumped it down there to the other block down low, and Carlson was able to get 2 points.
Wheelock gives it to Hakeem, who has it down at the top of the key. And Wayner is trying to work his way in the paint, and he'll draw the foul. That'll be the first Packer team foul on the night. That'll be assessed to, I believe that's going to be Nick Carlson. That's going to be his first personal, as Wayner will be at the line looking to get the first points for the Deacons. As he does. So he gets the first points for the Deacons via a free throw there, courtesy of a Nick Carlson foul. So Wayner's looking to go 2 for 2 at the line. As he does, nothing but net there. As the Packers bring it up the court here, that's going to be Caden Zepeda. He's coming up with a full head of steam. He'll pass it over to Nick Carlson, who gives it to Jancy in between the circles. He'll hand it off to Grafsrud. Grafsrud's looking to drive to his left. Screen set there by Jancy. Gives it out to Jancy at the top. The key takes the 3, and he got it. Boy, did that look perfect from here.
That was an absolute dagger or bullet or whatever you wanted to call that. That was just stone cold from Jancy right there.
The confidence from Peyton Jancy to get the three-pointer to go, and the score here is now 11-2 in favor of the West Fargo Packers. Just under 15 minutes to go. As Zepeda will bring it up the court here. He'll have some nice handles there and hand it off to Grafsrud. Screen set by Jancy. Gives it out to Zepeda, looking to drive back out to Grafsrud on the far side. Jancy has that at the top of the key, gives it up to Lamberts. Lamberts is looking to work his way down in the paint there. And he'll dish out to Zepeda for the 3. No good, and that's just going to hit the top of the backboard and will be stuck right between the backboard and the shot clock. So maybe you can get the 6'10" Anthony Wayner to jump up and push that off, as they're going to elect to go with the easier version of the classic basketball to the basketball, as he does. So thank you very much to the ref there on the right side of your screen. Before we start here, we'd like to thank our sponsors at Healing Touch Chiropractic, Sean Carlson, Town and Country Credit Union, Go Promo, and Van Dam Chiropractic. The Magnitude Sports Media Network would like to thank these wonderful sponsors for allowing us to broadcast North Dakota High School athletics, and for the brand new scoreboard we have at the bottom center of your screen. First night that we are using that at West Fargo High School. As it looks like another foul will be called here on the Deacons, excuse me. And Peyton Jancy will go out the line shooting 2. That foul will be assessed to Landon Auden, and that's going to be his first personal. Jancy misses the first one and gets the second one to go. So Jancy's 50% from the, excuse me, that was his second. And the Deacons bring it up the court here. They'll cross half court. That'll be Auden that has it. He'll dribble in between the circles, and he'll give it over to Hakeem. Back down to Wayner in the paint. Can't get the layup to go. Rebounded by Grafsrud. He'll bring it up the court, and he'll pass it to Carlson, who works his way to the top of the key. Nice handle there. Deacons wanted to travel, and they're not going to get it. It has Auden. Dribbles up between the circles. Looks to go work to his left. Thought about the step back 3, but hands it off to Josh Beaver instead, who puts up a shot that's no good, and Wayner's right there for the rebound, and he gets the shot to go. With that shot, the Deacons cut that Packer lead down to 9.
It's going to be interesting to see how many second chance opportunities Wayner gets for the Deacons tonight, just based off of his height.
As that pass is picked off, cross-court pass picked off by Cole Jager, and he's looking to drive and get 2 points for the Deacons. So the Deacons are on a 4-0 run here, and with that, they cut the Packer lead down to 7.
And you know, Cody, Jager did exactly what I had a coach who always told me to do, and that is you travel on airtime. He did a tremendous job traveling on airtime, picking that ball off, and then getting his team 2 points.
As the Packers come back with 2 points of their own. Score here is 15-6 in favor of the West Fargo Packers. 12:45 to go. Shot put up there by Beaver, that's no good. And cross-court pass to Grefstrud is able to connect, but he can't get the shot to go. Lamberts puts around the turnaround jumper, but that rattles in and out, and the Deacons come away with it. Lob to Wayner. That's looking to set something up in the paint. Dishes out to Cole Jaeger for the three, and that did not hit the rim.
And, you know, if you're a Wayner, I'm telling you to go up right away. Remember, that tallest guy on the court that is next to you is still 5 inches shorter than you are. Take the chance, take the opportunity. You're probably going to get the foul call instead, and then you're still going to the line instead of tossing that ball out and trying to have another guy in your team make that shot from, 20 feet away.
Tanner Larson makes his first appearance of the night. He has it out of the top of the key. He'll dish it to Grafstrud, who's looking to drive. Gives it back out to Jancy for the three, no good. Rebounded by Carlson, and Carlson puts the jumper there. Carlson is able to out-rebound the 6'10 junior, and that's going to be Wayner. So good effort there from Nick Carlson.
You're right, Cody. That is just good effort.
As Wayner has it here, and he'll draw the foul on the Packers, and that's going to be their second team foul. Foul's either going to go against Larson or Jancy. As the Packers were called for the block. And that's going to go to Larson, so that'll be his first personal of the night, second Packer team foul. Deacons have the ball here. That's going to be Jaeger. He'll give it to Jackson Paul, who gives it out to Auden, looking to drive down to Wayner, and Wayner's got 2 more points for the Deacons.
That was a great ball movement there by the Deacons. Just finding the open man, moving the ball around, almost hitting everybody in the hands, and then getting 2 points up there on the board.
Wayner has 6 of the Deacons' 8. That's going to be 75% for all you math junkies out there. As Zepeda has it at the top of the key, he's looking to drive around Auden. And Zepeda will call the block. Will draw the blocking foul there. So that'll be the 3rd team foul for the Deacons. Looks like that's going to be the first personal for Auden. Check that. That's going to be his 2nd personal. Dorian Tarley will check in for Peyton Jancy as he gets a round of applause for his time here. Tarley has it here. He works his way to the top of the key, and he'll hand it off to Zepeda, who tosses it over to Carlson. Back to Tarley on the near side corner. Has that stolen away there by Cole Jagers. He was just able to swat that out of Tarley's hand. And he's looking to drive here. Gives it down to Wayner, who backs his way. And Carlson just wasn't able to do anything there. And Wayner's got another 2 points for the Shanley Deacons.
And, that's exactly what Wayner needs to do all game. On the court, he is bigger than every other guy out there. Use that to your advantage.
And the Packers got to find a way to stop them because he's got 8 of the Deacons' 10 points here tonight. As Grefstrud has it, gives it up to Larson at the top of the key, looking to drive. Gives it down to Carlson, down in the paint. And, that's going to be a travel there on Nick Carlson, as the Deacons wanted it, and they got it, as that was pretty obvious from up here. So the Deacons are looking to cut that Packer lead down to 5 with 2 points, or cut it down to 4 with a 3-pointer. Auden has it here for the Deacons on the far side. Directing traffic here, gives it off to Beaver. Has it on the far side there. Gives it down to a wide open Wayner, and he's going to take that all day long as he gets a little fired up there, as he has 10 of the Shanley Deacons' 12 points tonight, and he'll be at the line shooting the and one opportunity. As Carlson will check out of the game, incoming for him is going to be Jacob Lamberts. Wayner gets the and one opportunity. And with 8 minutes into this first half here, Wayner's already in double digits with 11 points. So he's having himself a night here at West Fargo High School. Zepeda's looking to drive here for the Packers. He'll spin around defender there. Larson has it back to foul at the top. The key who thought about the 3, he'll hand it off to, I thought he was going to give it to Zepeda, but gives it down to Lamberts, who looks to get around Wayner back to Tarley, puts up a left-handed floater there off the backboard, kisses the glass, whatever you want to call it. And he's got 2 more points for the Packers. Extends the lead to 6, 19-13 in favor of the West Fargo Packers. Auden has it here for the Deacons. He'll try to give it to Wayner, but that'll be picked off by Lamberts. And him and Beaver were fighting over that, and a jump ball will be called here. Possession arrow will be given to the West Fargo Packers. Cepeda will inbound the pass here with 19 minutes and change to go. Game 2 of this triple header between the visiting Shanley Deacons and the West Fargo Packers. Tanner Larson has it here. He'll hand it off to Tarley, who works to his left. Back out to Foul at the top of the key. Spins around a defender there. Dishes over to Larson on the near side. He's going to drive. Nice move to get around defender there. Shot's no good. Rebounded by Lamberts, and Lamberts gets another rebound, and he'll draw the foul. That'll be the 4th Deacon team foul, and Lamberts will go to the line to shoot 2. As that's going to be the first personal on Cole Jaeger. First shot by Lamberts is up and in. Incoming for the Deacons is going to be Vasiri Hakim. So he'll check in for Josh Beaver. Lamberts goes 2 for 2 at the line, and with that, the score here is 21-13 in favor of the West Fargo Packers with just under 9 minutes to go. Auden has it here for the Shanley Deacons. He'll cross half court. Nice moves there to get around Larson. Gives it to Hakeem. Back down to Wayner. Out to Jaeger, who takes the 3. That rattles in and out. Kenley, that might have been the first appearance of our net monster of the night.
Yeah, and he's starting out on the wrong side. Usually starts out on that south end. But, yeah, that was complete robbery. Nice job there by the Deacons. Moving that ball around. They saw the nice mismatch there between Max Fowl and Wanner, and then they were able to get him the ball down low, but he just decided, hey, it wasn't worth it.
Travel there by the West Fargo Packers, and that was a beautiful pass to a lucky fan in the audience as the Deacons just made a pass that maybe it was to an imaginary player there. As Lamberts has it here down in the paint, looking to get it out to Tarley, as he does, who has at the top of the key, looking to get around defender there. He'll give it out to Foul at the top of the key, who's looking to drive. Dishes out to Larson on the far side corner, Back out to Lamberts. 5 seconds left here on the shot clock, and a foul will be called on the Deacons. With that, that'll be their 5th team foul of the night. Checking back in for the West Fargo Packers is going to be Jaden Grassrud. He'll check in for Dorian Tarley. And that'll be the 2nd personal on Cole Jaeger. Once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors at Healing Touch Chiropractic, Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union, Go Promo, and Van Dam Chiropractic. The Magnitude Sports Media Network would like to thank these sponsors for all they do and for supporting North Dakota high school athletics. And if you see them out in the public, be sure to thank them for all they do. Lamberts takes another rare 3 that's off the iron. And he does a good job of trying to get into the way of Wayner. And they're going to get Lamberts for a block. And the West Fargo Packers are fans. And I'm going to have to agree with him there, as it looked like it was all good. Lamberts came in flying with his hands up, and I think it was just incidental contact. But like you say, Kenley, what the ref calls is what you get.
Yeah, and in this world, if you throw a fit, you might not get some calls to go your way later on.
As that shot by Wayner's off the mark, and the Packers are able to come away with it. Grafstrud is looking to drive, puts up a nice floater there. That's no good, rebounded by Wayner. He gives it out to Auden, who brings it up the court here for the Deacons. He'll cross half court. Gives it over to Hakeem, who's looking to drive. As he does, puts up the one-handed floater. That's no good, rebounded by Wayner. And Hakeem has it. Gives it out to Auden, who takes the 3, and he got it, nothing but net. With that, the Shanley Deacons cut the Packer lead down to 5, 21-16 with just under 7 minutes to go. Grafstrud has it on the far side corner, gives it down to Lamberts, who's looking to get it out to Wayner. Gives it back out to Lamberts, or check that, Grafstrud, who then dishes to Cepeda. Larson has it here on the near side corner, gets it down to Foul. Gets around defender, nice circus shot there, and that was a beautiful shot there from the sophomore Max Fowl.
Yeah, Fowl doing a good job getting around his defender, then doing a layup, but doing an underneath the hand layup, so he was able to get around the defender yet again.
And the Shanley Deacons come back with a nice shot of their own. That'll be Jackson Paul with the nice shot off the backboard. Grafstrud has it here for the Packers. He works his way to the free throw line, back to Larson, who's looking to drive. Puts up a floater, that's no good. That's kicked out by Hakeem, and the Deacons are gonna come away with it. Hakeem's looking to drive here, and his shot's off the mark, rebounded by Wayner, and that's a good play by Wayner as he was falling out of bounds to get into foul, but that ball just didn't hit off the leg correctly, and Fowl was able to come away with it. Grafstrud takes a three. Yes, that is a three, and with that, the score here is 26-18 in favor of the West Fargo Packers. Paul has it here. He dishes over to Wayner. Back down to Hakeem. Has a turnaround baby hook shot there and gets it to go.
And Hakeem was just kind of uncontested down there. I mean, he was a little bit contested to get down there to begin with. And then when he got down there, it's kind of like the Packers forgot about him.
As Jancy will check back in for Zepeda. And the Deacons will have it here. They'll bring it across half court. And they'll give it to Auden, who has it. Who gives it down to Wayner. And puts up a shot. There, but a foul will be called on the Packers before the shot occurred. That'll be the Packers, fifth team foul here. That'll be the second personal for Tanner Larson. Yep, I'm going to agree with that as Hakeem stepped out of bounds. He got his foot right on the line there. He was trying to work under the hoop there. As Carlson gets it into Jancy, who brings up the court with that right-handed dribble. He'll walk it up the court to about that Packer bowl, and he'll cross half court and give it to Carlson. Nice pass there from Carlson down to Grafstrud, and the Packers got 2 more points. Beautiful ball movement here by the West Fargo Packers as Carlson found a wide open Grafstrud down in the paint. And the Shanley Deacons come back with some nice offense of their own, courtesy of Wayner.
And that's the Packers just need to get back on defense. The one Packer defender down there just didn't have a chance.
Shanley Deacons caught the Packers in transition, and that resulted in 2 points. As Wayner has another shot here, that's off the mark, but he'll draw the foul, so he'll go to the line to shoot 2. As he'll be looking for number 14 and 15 here at the free throw line. He's got over half of the Deacons' points on the night.
You know, Cody, for such a tall guy, usually tall guys kind of get a bad rap for being bad free throw shooters, but he has done a tremendous job so far, and I'm going to knock on some wood before he takes this one so I can say I didn't jinx him.
And just like that, Wayner misses the free throw. So might want to make your apology here, Kenley. As
I want everyone to know I did knock on wood.
As Nick Carlson comes back with a layup of his own. As the Deacons are going to come away with it here. Auden will cross half court, and he'll give it over to Jager, who hands it off to Hakeem, and foul's going to come away with it here for the Packers, and a foul will be called on the West Fargo Packers. So the possession will be given to the Shanley Deacons. Jager inbounds a pass, who takes a shot at the left elbow there, and he's got it, as that was nothing but net here. Deacons cut the Packer lead down to 5 with just under 4 minutes to go. Carlson is looking to get around a couple of Shanley Deacons there, but that ball falls out of his hands. And the Deacons have numbers here, and they're going to call a charge there on Hakeem, as Jancy did a beautiful job to get back on defense, get his feet set, and draw the charge.
You're exactly right. He did just about everything perfect. I could see him running down there, and he almost had that stride look in his eyes like, hey, this one isn't going to go down easy for Hakeem. He did a nice job getting his feet planted, takes the charge, and I don't even think he really had to put some acting into that one, Cody. I think it was just a solid charge.
Yeah, beautiful play there by Peyton Jancy. As he gets it out to Zepeda, who has it on the near side, looking to drive, dishes out to Carlson over there on the far side, who works his way to the top of the key, and that's going to be intercepted there by the Deacons. And they're going to get an easy, oh no, they're not going to get an easy 2 points there, as like we talked about in the first game, some of those wide open layups are the hardest to put in. As Hakeem has it here for the Deacons, he'll cross half court with that left-handed dribble, looking to drive. Beautiful dish down to Wayner, who puts up a shot and gets it to go. Deacons cut the Packer lead down to 3 here, 30-27 with just under 3 minutes to go in this first half of game 2 of this triple header between the Shanley Deacons and the West Fargo Packers. Jancy's looking to drive, gives it to Carlson, and he gives it down to Grassrud, who puts up a shot.
And, you know, so far today, Cody, the Packers have done a great job with the ball movement, but so have the Deacons. Ball movement being a key part of the game for both of these teams so far.
Auden's looking to drive here, and a foul will be called on the Packers. That'll be their 6th team foul, and it looks like the block's going to go against either Graffshoot or Jancy. Couldn't quite see who was the number there. Check that. That's going to be the Packers' 7th team foul. And that foul will be assessed to Jaden Graffshoot. That'll be his 2nd personal. As Jackson Paul will check in for Anthony Wayner. Auden will be at the line here. And he gets that free throw to go. Zepeda brings up the court here for the West Fargo Packers. He reaches that Packer ball at half court and gives it to, check that, that's going to be Carlson, who's looking to drive around Paul. And he gets his own rebound there and gets it to go. So the West Fargo Packers take advantage of the exit of Anthony Wayner, and a timeout will be called by the Packers. Timeout call. We'll be back here in 30 seconds, all on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Van Dam Chiropractic is dedicated to helping you achieve your health goals and improving your quality of life. Dr. Van Dam provides the most comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture care. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury, work-related injury, car accident, or just getting relief from chronic pain, Dr. Scott Van Dam will get you back on the road to good health. They look forward to serving you at Van Dam Chiropractic. Call them at 532-5320 or visit them online at vandamchiropractic.com.
Welcome back, folks, to West Fargo High School. Packers lead this one 34-28 with just under 2 minutes to go. The Deacons have the ball here. That's going to be Cole Jager. That has it here for the Deacons. He'll hand it off to Landon Auden. Back to Jager on the near side. Down to Auden, who's looking to drive around a couple of Packer defenders. Beautiful pass down to Beaver. Out to Paul on the far side. Gives it down to Yakeem down in the paint. Beautiful dish to Beaver, but his jumper's off the mark. And the rebound goes to Jancy, and Zepeda brings it up the court. Gives it back to Jancy at the top of the key. Jancy steps back here, looking to set something up. Gives it to Grafsrud. Quickly met there by Paul. Gives it out to Caleb Heupel. Over to Jancy for the three, no good. Rebound goes to Hakeem, excuse me. Auden has it here for the Deacons. Nice screen set by Paul. He's going to go all the way, but that layup is no good, and the rebound will go to Jancy. Jancy brings it up the court here with that left-handed dribble. He'll give it back to Heupel, who has a nice move to get around defender, and Heupel's got the nice right-handed floater there. Heupel's got his first points of the night here for the West Fargo Packers. The score here is now 36-28 in favor of the Packers with just about 35 seconds to go here in game 2 of this triple header. Paul has it here. He'll give it down to Hakeem, who works his way down in the paint. He'll be guarded by Grafsrud, dishes it back out to Paul. Back down to Hakeem. And a foul will be called here on the Packers, and that'll be their 8th team foul of the night. So the Deacons will go to the line, shooting the 1-for-1. Hakeem will be at the line here for the Deacons, as the best he can do is cut the Packer lead down to 6, which would make it a 2-possession game here. Hakeem gets the first one to go, hits that, nothing but net. And Hakeem's looking to go 2 for 2, but that won't happen as that shot hit off the front of the iron, but the Deacons are able to get their own rebound, and a jump ball will be called here. Possession arrow will be given to the Deacons, so they'll have the ball here. Shot clock will be turned off. We'll have 14.9 seconds here to go. Paul will inbound the pass here to Jager, who has down the near side, back out to Auden. 10 seconds left here. Auden's looking to set something up, gives it to Hakeem, who's looking to drive. And a foul will be called on the Packers. That'll be their 9th team foul, as that is the last thing they want, and as a result, Hakeem will go to the line, shooting the 1-for-1. Deacons trail by 7 points, as Hakeem can cut it down to 5. If he goes perfect here at the line. Gets the first one to go. 36-30 in favor of the West Fargo Packers. Hakeem's looking to go 2 for 2, as he does. Packers lead by 5. Carlson gives it to Grafsrud, and a three-pointer there by Jancy's off the mark, and with that, it will be halftime. Packers lead at half, 36-31 over the Shanley Deacons. We'll be back here in a few minutes from our messages on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Whether you are looking to refinance your current mortgage and save or purchase a new home, Sean Carlson with Town & Country Credit Union can help. With over 15 years of mortgage experience, he is an expert on VA, FHA, USDA, first-time home buyer, and conventional home loans, and can help determine the best loan product to fit your needs. His borrowers agree, saying, Sean was a pleasure to work with and made the entire mortgage process easy. I highly recommend him. Ready to check out how Sean and Town & Country Credit Union can help make your financial life easy? Stop by one of our 6 convenient Fargo, West Fargo locations or visit townandcountry.org today. From free checking accounts to auto loans to commercial and ag loans and, of course, home loans, Town & Country Credit Union has the low loan rates, flexible terms, low fees, and personal service you deserve. See for yourself how much you might save. Apply online today at townandcountry.org. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo.
What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
Davies working left to right. They set up and damn with the two-hand slam off the alley-oop. Give the assist to Cole Haynes.
Did you miss any part of this live game broadcast? Not to worry. Magnitude's DVR feature puts instant replay instantly into your hands. Revisit a big player score, watch a delayed version of this game, and then click live at any time to return to the live broadcast. Now you don't have to miss the game-winning buzzer beater, your son's 79-yard touchdown run, or your daughter's set-sealing ace serve. Thanks for watching Magnitude Sports.
Outside Satter. Step back 3, number 12. He got it! 7 in the first half and 5 so far here in the second half.
You can capture the moments and memories of this game and all of our past sports broadcasts on DVD. It makes a great gift for a parent, relative, son, or daughter. Please allow 1 to 2 weeks for standard delivery. Place your order now, quickly and easily at msportsnet.com/DVD.
Van Dam Chiropractic is dedicated to helping you achieve your health goals and improving your quality of life. Dr. Van Dam provides the most comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture care. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury, work-related injury, car accident, or just getting relief from chronic pain, Dr. Scott Van Dam will get you back on the road to good health. They look forward to serving you at Van Dam Chiropractic. Call them at 532-5320 or visit them online at vandamchiropractic.com. Whether you are looking to refinance your current mortgage and save or purchase a new home, Sean Carlson with Town & Country Credit Union can help. With over 15 years of mortgage experience, he is an expert on VA, FHA, USDA, first-time home buyer, and conventional home loans and can help determine the best loan product to fit your needs. His borrowers agree, saying, Sean was a pleasure to work with and made the entire mortgage process easy. I highly recommend him. Ready to check out how Sean and Town & Country Credit Union can help make your financial life easy? Stop by one of our 6 convenient Fargo, West Fargo locations or visit townandcountry.org today. From free checking accounts to auto loans to commercial and ag loans and, of course, home loans, Town & Country Credit Union has the low loan rates, flexible terms, low fees, and personal service you deserve. See for yourself how much you might save. Apply online today at townandcountry.org. Insured by NCUA Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo.
What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
Welcome back here to West Fargo High School. Packers lead at halftime with a score of 36-31 over the visiting Shanley Deacons. Kenley, what do you think both coaches are telling their teammates, or did tell their teammates for the Shanley Deacons and are telling their teammates for the West Fargo Packers?
You know, if you're the Deacons coach right now, you got to be pretty happy with your team. They started out really slow, and he called the timeout really early, telling them, hey, we need to pick this game up. They've done a tremendous job moving that ball around the court. Wanner's done a great job. Has, I would say, at least over half the team's points so far. So getting the ball down to Wanner, continuing to make it so, you know, he's 5 inches taller still than the next tallest guy on the West Fargo Packers. You have the height advantage, so use it. If you're the Packers right now, you got to stop fouling. Hakeem had at least 4 points there at the end of the first half. Because of fouls that the Packers give away, they got all the way to that double bonus, or not the double bonus, but at least the 1-for-1. So they can't do that. They can't have lazy playing that causes them to rack up the balls. As for the Packers doing a good job, I would say they're also moving the ball around really good. Both teams doing a tremendous job finding the open player, and really with it being 36-31 here at halftime, it could be anyone's game.
Yeah, I can't agree with you enough, Kenley. Yeah, just a little update. The Packers took game 1 with a score of 63-56. And at this time, we'd like to thank our sponsors at Healing Touch Chiropractic, Sean Carlson, Town & Country Credit Union, Go Promo, and Van Dam Chiropractic. The Main 2 Sports Media Network would like to thank these sponsors for all the help they do and support for North Dakota High School athletics. So be sure to thank them if you see them out in the public. We'll go over the upcoming schedule here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Today we'll also be broadcasting Perham versus Breckenridge, which is going on right now from 5 to 9:30. We'll also be broadcasting Fargo Davies Eagles against the Fargo South Bruins in boys basketball. That'll be varsity only from 7:30 to 9:30. That should be a good game to watch tonight.
Cody, I just looked at the rankings. That's number 3 versus number 4 as Fargo South had a big game. Was it just this past Friday as they beat the West Fargo Packers as Fargo South is at home. So definitely a good one to watch, and one that I think the number 1 and the number 2 seeds in the EDC, being the West Fargo Cheyenne and the West Fargo Packers, are going to be looking at to see, hey, how's things going to shake out at the end of the season. Yeah,
that was an upset there. The Fargo South Bruins were able to beat the West Fargo Packers, so the Packers are looking for a win tonight here to get them back on the right track. Also, on Thursday, February 18th, we'll be broadcasting Barnesville versus Perham in girls basketball, CJV and varsity from 6 to 9:30. And then on Friday, February 19th, we'll be back here at West Fargo High School to broadcast West Fargo Packers versus Grand Forks Red River, in boys basketball from 4:15 to 9:30. We'll also be broadcasting Fargo North Spartans versus Fargo Davies Eagles in boys basketball, CJV and varsity as well from 4:15 to 9:30. We'll also be broadcasting Perham versus Holly in boys basketball, CJV and varsity 5 to 9:30. And lastly, we'll be broadcasting Barnesville versus Frazee in boys basketball, CJV and varsity from 6 to 9:30. Let's take a quick look at where you can find us on social media. You can find us on Twitter at msportsnet live. You can retweet, like our tweets there. And you can also follow us on Instagram at Magnitude Sports, all lowercase. Give us a like and a follow as well. And if you're watching on Facebook, you can watch us on YouTube at youtube.com/MagnitudeSports. And if you're watching on YouTube, you can watch us on Facebook at facebook.com/msportsnetFB live. And if you'd like a DVD of tonight's broadcast or any other broadcast, you can go to msportsnet.com/DVD, or you can simply just go to our website at www.msportsnet.com, and you can simply go to the archives and rewatch any broadcasts that we have had happen there, and you can order DVD as well. With that, we have about 45 seconds until the second half here, so we will bring it back to the court for the second half between the visiting Shanley Deacons against the West Fargo Packers. 5-point game here. Packers lead by 5. 30 seconds to go here. Following the conclusion of this one, we'll be having the varsity matchup between the Deacons and the West Fargo Packers. I'll go back to scoreboard, and Kenley will come to play-by-play, so be sure to stick around for that one, as that'll be a good matchup here. We have about 10 seconds left here until the second half. I'd like to point out to you, we got our brand new scoreboard here at West Fargo High School. This is our first night that we are using that tonight. Magnitude Sports Media Network would like to thank our sponsors for allowing us to do a little upgrade here. As the Packers will come out of the halftime with the ball here, Jancy will have it. He'll give it to Nick Carlson, who has it at the top of the key. Carlson is looking to drive. He'll get it back out to Jancy, who gives it over to Fowl, who takes a three, and Fowl got it. Welcome Max Fowl to the second half here with an opening three for the West Fargo Packers. And with that, the Packers extend their lead to 8.
Yeah, wait for Max Fowl to come out of the half saying, hey, I might be a sophomore playing in this JV game, but that does not mean you can forget about me.
Yeah, as the Deacons are going to come away with that, they're looking to drive. And a double dribble, will be called on the Deacons. So not to start the Deacons wanting to start out this second half.
Yeah, you're right, Cody. You know, coming out at after halftime is a big difference in how you then eventually play the rest of this game. And you're right, that's not how you want to come out, especially when you're the away team.
Nice pass there from Tanner Larson to Lamberts, but a jump ball will be called as Lamberts and Wayner were fighting over that. Possession arrow will be given to the Shanley Deacons, and Jackson Paul will inbound the pass here for the Deacons. He'll get it into Auden, who walks it up the court here. He'll cross half court. Got to be careful there for the over and back. Has some nice moves to get around Foul. Works his way to the top of the key. Gives it over to Cole Jager. Down to Vasiri Hakim, who puts up a shot that's no good and falls right into the hands of Jacob Lamberts. He hands it off to Jansen, who brings it up the court here. And dishes over to that's going to be Larson, who works his way to the top of the key. And he'll hand it off to Lamberts. And that's going to be blocked there by Wayner, as he just swatted that right out of there. Lamberts puts a turnaround floater that's no good, and the rebound goes to Paul. Paul gives it to Auden, who walks his way up the court. He'll be guarded by Tanner Larson. He'll pass it off to Jager, who has it on the near side. Screen set by Wayner. Little pick and roll action there. And that's a beautiful pass to Wayner and a beautiful shot.
Look at you with your basketball analogy, the pick and roll. Nice job.
As Foul takes the step back three, that's off the front of the iron, and the Deacons come away with it. Got a few things up my sleeve, Kenley. As Auden has it here for the Deacons, he'll hand it off to Jager. And that ball is going to fall out of bounds, and the possession will be given to the Packers. Carlson will on the pass here to Jancy, who walks it up the court here in no hurry at all, as he'll work his way up to that Packer ball at half court, and he'll hand it off to Carlson. Carlson gives it down to Larson. Screen set by Lamberts, but Larson decides to go the other way, and Deacons will come away with it.
And you know, if you're Larson there, Cody, sorry I interrupted you, but if you're Larson there, take that ball all the way to the hole. He had the right idea, but just wasn't able to get it there in time because of all the defenders around him.
As Foul comes away with it here for the Packers, he works his way up to the top of the key, and he'll dish it out to Carlson. Back out to Foul for the long three, and he got it. Look at Max Foul. Welcome to the second half once again, as that was a deep ball, as he's 2 for 2 from beyond the arc here in the second half.
Yeah, Foul coming out with the 6 points so far here for the Packers. Really showing it up and giving them the momentum they need.
And Larson gives it back to Foul, but that'll be just out of his reach, but he's able to corral it here. Gives it down to Carlson. Tries to get around Paul in the paint, and a travel will be called here on Nick Carlson. Possession will be given to the Shanley Deacons. And we'll have a couple substitutions here. Checking in for the Deacons is going to be Caden Chrisman. That'll be his first appearance of the night. He played in the C team game right before this one, as well as Josh Beaver will check back in for the Deacons. Jancy will have it here for the Packers. He'll work his way up to the top of the key, who hands it off to Foul. Foul dishes down to Carlson, who hands it over to Jancy, who puts up a jumper there. That's no good, and the Deacons will come away with it. That'll be Chrisman that has it. That gives it down to Wayner, who's working his way down in the paint. That's a nice shot there by Anthony Wayner. And a little momentum here for the Shanley Deacons as he'll go to the line shooting the and one opportunity. As Wayner can't get the and one opportunity to go, as that free throw rattled in and out. And possession will be given to the Packers. Carlson will inbound the pass here. He'll get it into Jancy. Jancy walks his way up the court with that right-handed dribble. He'll reach that Packer ball at half court, and he'll give it to Carlson. Carlson has it here at the top of the key. He'll hand it off to Larson. Back to Jancy. Down to Lamberts in the paint, who's looking to set something up. Turnaround shot, that's no good, as that was blocked once again by Wayner. And it'll be turnover here for the West Fargo Packers, as I believe they caught Lamberts down in the paint a little too long there.
You know, Cody, that's kind of a confusing call to me, especially because they called it once Lamberts was already out of the lane. So I think you're right. I think they were calling out Lamberts. I'm just not quite sure where the foul really came from.
As a shot there by the Deacons is no good, but Wayner isn't able to come away with it, and Jancy brings up the court with a full head of steam, and a foul will be called here on the Deacons, as Jancy did a good job of driving right to the basket and drawing the foul. So he'll go to the line to shoot two, as that'll be the first team foul for the Deacons in the second half. That'll be the second personal on Jackson Paul. Jancy can't quite get the free throw to go, but Nick Carlson is there to get the rebound, and he puts up a shot. As Auden brings it up the court here, he'll dish it out to Chrisman. Back to Auden. Thought about the three. Elects to drive instead. Dishes back out to Chrisman, who has it. He'll reset here for the Deacons with 15 left on the shot clock. He'll work his way to the top of the key. He'll hand it over to Paul. Back out to Auden for the three, and he got it. Nothing but net. Deacons cut the Packer lead down to 7 with just under 13 minutes to go here. Carlson has it here for the Packers. He'll dish it out to Jancy over there on the far side. Back out to Larson at the top of the key, who's looking to drive. Puts up a shot there that rolls right around the iron and off right into the hands of the Deacons. Auden has it here. He'll work to his right. He'll give it back up. Back to Paul at the top of the key, and that falls right in the hands of Nick Carlson, who's looking to drive. Nice moves from Carlson there, but can't quite get the layup to go. Kenley, I think that was a little too fancy there, as he was looking to go for style points, but wasn't able to come away with anything.
Yeah, you know, he did a good job. He tried to do that little behind the back move earlier in the first half, wasn't able to get it. But yeah, maybe just a little too fancy. It's sure more than I could ever do. So congrats to him for that one. As we've seen him throw down some dunks here in these JV games too. So Nick Carlson maybe just needed to try to go for those simple layups, and possibly go to the line then to shoot the two.
As checking in for the West Fargo Packers is going to be Caleb Heupel, as well as Peyton McGregor. McGregor brings it up the court here for the Packers. He'll cross half court and he'll bounce pass it over to Larson. Larson will work his way around a couple of Shanley defenders, but that'll be intercepted once again by the Packers. Carlson will lose control. He'll dish it out to Foul, and Foul's 3 for 3 here in the second half.
And you know, if you're the Packers coach, I don't know if you're upset by the fact that it was kind of so sloppy there and was a little game of hot potato, or if you're just happy that you got the ball back and you got the 3 to go down.
You know, if I were the Packers right now, I'd keep giving it to Foul, as he is 3 for 3 from beyond the arc in the second half. And Foul's going to take a nasty fall there right into a Shanley player there, as I believe him and Heupel were both trying to defend Michael Nowak. But it appears to be that Foul is okay. Nowak has it here for the Deacons. He'll dish it over to Chrisman, who has it on the far side. And he's looking to get around a couple of Packer defenders, but that'll be taken away by Nick Carlson, who gives it to Heupel here. Heupel thought about the 3, elects to give it back out to Foul, over to Carlson, who has that top of the key, back to Heupel, who's looking to drive, back out to Foul for another 3, and that's off the iron. That'll fall out of bounds, and it'll be Deacon's ball. Paul will inbound the pass here for the Deacons. He'll try to get it into Auden, but that'll be deflected. They'll say it's last touch by Auden, and it's going to be Packers ball. As the score here at West Fargo High School is 48-38 in favor of the West Fargo Packers. Just under 11 minutes to go in the second half. Heupel will get it out to Carlson. Back to Heupel on the far side corner. Back out to Carlson for the 3. Looking to go off the backboard, but no good. And it'll be Deacon's ball. As we'll have a foul here on the Packers. That's going to be the 3rd team foul. That'll be the 2nd personal for Jaden Gressert. Check that. That's going to be on Max Foul. As Carlson gets another 2 points here for the Packers. As Foul was looking for another steal, but he's not going to get it. So that was the last touch by Packers. So we'll stick with the Deacons. Auden will get it in here to Nowak, but a timeout will be called by the Deacons. Timeout call. We'll be back here in 30 seconds on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Go Promo is your go-to for custom apparel, screen printing, embroidery, and hundreds of other promotional products. Put your company logo on a t-shirt, jacket, calendar, mouse pad, pen, or even a backdrop display for an upcoming event. Possibilities are absolutely endless at justgopromo.com. You can also easily set up an online apparel store for your sports team or business. Email or call Twyla, and she'll set up the store, set up collection for online payments, and even deliver your products packaged and ready to go. Email her today, Twyla at justgopromo.com, or call 388-4852. Go Promo. Consider it branded.
And welcome back, everyone. We're just getting done with the timeout. That one was taken by the Shanley Deacons. They are currently down 50-38 here against the West Fargo Packers. So far in this second half, Packers have had 14 points. Deacons only with 7.
as we'll have another foul here on the Packers. That's going to be their 4th team foul of the second half. That'll be the first personal for Peyton McGregor. Deacons will get it into Nowak. And a full court pass to Paul, and he's looking to drive. But that layup will be no good, but he'll be able to draw the foul. So Paul will go to the line to shoot 2 here for the Packers, as that'll be the second personal for Peyton Jancy. Paul gets the first one to go, and he cuts the Packer lead down to 11. So Paul goes 2 for 2 at the line, and the score here is now 50-40 in favor of the West Fargo Packers with 10 minutes and change to go. Jancy brings it up the court here, directing traffic here, as he'll work to his right, back to his left, to the top of the key, gives it out to Heupel on the near side corner, 3, and he got it. Caleb Heupel with the 3 here for the Packers, and he extends the Packer lead to 13. As that is Auden that has it here for the Deacons. And Hakeem has it. He'll dish it back out to Chrisman, who's looking for the 3, gives it back to Hakeem, who's looking to drive, puts up the one-handed floater there. That's no good, and it's rebounded by Carlson. Jancy brings it up the court here for the Packers. Back out to Jancy, who gives it to Heupel, who has it at the top of the key. He'll work to his right, gives it back to Larson, who has it on the far side. Back to Heupel, over to Jancy for the 3, and he got it. West Fargo Packers are a little hot from beyond the arc here, as they have back-to-back 3s.
Yeah, Max Fowl not only showing he can make the 3, but Heupel and Jancy both showing they can also make the 3. So deadly from beyond the arc. They've done a really good job tonight spreading out their points. They haven't really relied on one single player so far.
Chrisman drives to the lane there and can't quite get the circus shot to go, but he'll draw the foul. But they're going to say that occurred before the shot, and that'll be the 6th Packer team foul. That'll be the second personal for Caleb Heupel. Carlson will check out here for the Packers as Dorian Tarley comes in. Reverse layup is no good by the Deacons, and Tarley will come away with it here. He'll give it to Jancy, who walks it up the court here for the Packers. He'll work that right-handed dribble up to the Packer Bowl at half court, and he'll dish to Tarley over there on the far side. Tarley works his way to the top of the key, gives it to Larson. Back to Heupel. Heupel's looking to drive to get around the defender there, but that'll be kicked out of bounds. And they're going to say it was last touch by Heupel. So it's going to be Deacon's ball. As Nowak brings it up here for the Deacons, he'll pass it over to Auden, who has it here. Back down to Paul, far side. But that pass was picked off there by Peyton McGregor. And they're going to say it was last touched by the Deacons, so it's going to be Packers ball. McGregor will inbound the pass here for the Packers. He'll get it into Jancy, who brings it up the court with that right-handed dribble. He'll cross half court, work to his right, looks back to his left, and gives it to Heupel. Heupel over to Tarley, back to Heupel, over to Jancy for the 3, and Jancy's got it here for the Packers. As Jancy is 2 for 2 from beyond the arc here in the second half. And the Packers get a steal here, and they're looking to add to their lead. Nice dish from McGregor down to Tarley. He can't quite get the shot to go, but nice save there, but that's right in the hands of Nowak. That has a full court pass there to, that's going to be that's going to be Jaeger. That gets the layup to go, and a timeout will be called here. Timeout called. We'll be back here in 30 seconds on the Make Dude Sports Media Network.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
Welcome back to West Fargo High School, ladies and gentlemen, as the Packers lead this one at 59-42 over the Shanley Deacons. Excuse me. As we're coming out of a full timeout here, Packers will have possession. Larson will inbound the pass here for the Packers. He'll inbound the pass to Jancy, who walks it up the court here for the Packers. He'll work to his left, almost loses it, as that ball falls right into the hands of Peyton McGregor, who dishes over to Larson. Back to McGregor at the top of the key, down to Tarley. Tarley puts up a jumper there. Excuse me, that's no good. And a jump ball will be called. Possession arrow will be given to the Packers, as Hypo will inbound the pass here right under the hoop. He'll get it into Jancy, who gives it back to Hypo for the three. That's good. Caleb Hypo's 2 for 2 from beyond the arc in this second half. And just like that, the Packers have extended their lead to 20 points over the Shanley Deacons. As a shot is up and no good there by the Deacons, and Jancy will come away with it. He'll give it to McGregor, back to Jancy, over to Larson. Larson gives it down to McGregor right at the free throw line, puts up a shot, no good, rebounded by the Deacons. And they'll bring it up. That'll be Nowak that has it here. He'll work his way to the top of the key, and he'll dish to Paul. Back to Wayner. Puts up a shot, no good, but he'll draw the foul. So he'll go to the line to shoot two here as the Packers pick up their 7th team foul. Deacons will now be in the bonus.
7 fouls to 1, Cody. That's going to be a big difference here in this second half.
You got it, Kenley. That's something that the Deacons need to take advantage of, as if that's one thing that can bring them back into the game, is the fouls. They got to capitalize there as Wayner missed the first one, excuse me. And Wayner goes 0 for 2 at the line. And Tarley gets the rebound. Gives to Larson, who thought about the three, decides not to take it, dishes out to Jancy. And Jancy's got another three here. Payne Jancy hot from beyond the arc here in this second half, as he is shooting with confidence from beyond the arc. Nowak has the ball here. And back to Hakeem, who gives it out to our John Doe here of the night. And Wayner has it, gives it back out to Hakeem, who's looking to drive. And a foul will be called here on the Packers, and that'll be their 8th team foul. So Hakeem will go to the line shooting the 1-for-1. That foul occurred before the shot. Going back to Peyton Jancy's hot night from beyond the arc. He's got 15 for the West Fargo Packers. As Carlson, Lambertson foul, check back in for Heupel, McGregor, and Larson. Hakeem will be at the line shooting the 1-for-1. As Jancy brings it up the court here for the Packers, he'll dribble right at that half court and give it to Carlson, who's quickly met by a couple of Shanley Deacons. And Lambert's pass to Jancy is intercepted there by the Deacons.
And the Packers, they just can't get too stressed or kind of nervous when that happens. Deacons are going to put on some hard down pressure defense now that we're under that 6-minute mark in the second half. and they're down by over 20.
Michael Nowak has it here for the Deacons. He tries to get it down to Wayner, who has to give back out to Joey Dukert. Back to Hakeem. They got 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Back out to Nowak that puts up a three that's no good and rebounded by Lamberts. He passes to Jancy, and Jancy will bring it up the court here. He'll work his way to the top of the key, and he'll dish to Foul. Foul hands it right back off to Tarley, and that shot's blocked by Anthony Wayner. And Hakeem will bring it up the court here. He'll dish to Isaac Perkowitz, who puts up a jumper that's no good, and the Packers are going to come over with it. Jacob Lamberts has it here for the Packers, and he'll draw the foul, and he'll go to line for the three-point opportunity. As Lamberts was on a fast break, rarely you see the big man on a fast break, but he was able to capitalize on the layup, and he'll go to line to try to make this a three-point play. As he's looking to extend the Packer lead to 28. Just under 5 minutes to go in game 2 of this triple header between the visiting Shanley Deacons and the West Fargo Packers. Lamberts gets a free throw to go, so he extends the Packer lead to 28. At this time, we'd like to thank our sponsors once again at Healing Touch Chiropractic, Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union, Go Promo, and Van Dam Chiropractic. The Magnitude Sports Media Network would like to thank these wonderful sponsors for supporting North Dakota high school athletics, and be sure to thank them for all they do if you see them out in the public. Shot there by the Packers. As the score is now 70-45 in favor of the West Fargo Packers. Just about 4:30 left to go in this game, too. Jancy has it here in between the circles. Almost intercepted there by Paul. But the Packers are able to corral that. And Tarley has it here at the top of the key. He'll hand off to Jancy, who works to his right, back to his left, over to Foul. 9 seconds left on the shot clock here. Nick Carlson is looking to drive. 5 seconds left. Puts off a layup that hits right at the bottom of the backboard there and falls right into the hands of the Deacons. As both teams trade passes there, and a nice easy layup for Cole Jager. As he was wide open down in the south hoop there. A nice shot there from Dorian Tarley as he's able to get the shot to go, and he'll go to the line for the and-one opportunity. He was fouled on the play. That'll be the Deacons' third team foul of this second half. Tarley gets the free throw to go. 73-47 in favor of the West Fargo Packers. Packers have really turned it up in this second half and have extended the lead on the Shanley Deacons.
Yeah, Packers doing a really good job in the second half. As you said, Cody, at halftime, it was only a 5-point differential. Packers coming out really hot from behind that three-point line and getting some balls to fall.
Jager's three is no good. Rebound goes to the Deacons, but they aren't able to capitalize on the second chance opportunity. And Jancy was trying to get it down to Lamberts. That was just out of his reach. And that'll be turnover here for the Packers, so it's going to be Deacons' ball. As we'll have another substitution here for the Shanley Deacons. As Cole Jager will inbound the pass here. And that'll be intercepted there by Max Foul. He'll bring it up the court here and get the layup to go. Foul's got another 2 points there for the West Fargo Packers. And Packer fans want a foul there on Foul, but they're not going to get it. As the Deacons get a foul on the other end. As that was Jack Haldis that was able to put up a shot and draw the foul. That'll be the Packers' 9th team foul here in this second half. So Haldis will be at the line shooting the 1-for-1. Be shooting 2. As that foul occurred while a shot was being attempted. So he'll get one more opportunity here. As that foul was assessed to Dorian Tarley, that'll be his second personal. 3:06 left to go here in game 2 of this triple header. As Haldis was able to go 1 for 2 at the line. Tanner Larson has it here for the Packers. He'll bring it up the court and he'll toss it back to Foul. Foul dribbles in between the circles. He'll get it over to Carlson, who works to his left, tries to get it to Larson as he does. And Larson was looking for the reverse layup, but that ball falls out of his hands. And possession will be given to the Deacons. That fell out of bounds and was last touched by Larson. Deacons get it into Auden, who gives it down to Beaver, and that's a nice little reverse layup. So the score here is now 75-50 in favor of the West Fargo Packers. 25-point lead here with 2:30 to go. Jansen gives it down to Carlson. Gives it up to Foul, over to Larson for the far side corner. 3 off the mark, and rebound goes to the Deacons. Auden brings it up the court here. He'll work to his right, looking to get around Foul. Almost got caught on a travel there as he gives it to Haldis. Back up to Chrisman. Down to Beaver, who shots up and no good, and Carlson comes away with it here for the Packers. Larson's looking to drive as he had a wide open lane there. Puts up a shot, no good, but he'll go to line to shoot 2. As that'll be the Deacons' 4th team foul of the night. That'll be the first personal on Connor Kraft. As we'll have some substitutions here for both teams. As Ballstead, Welcome, and Fitz come in for the Packers. And Ballstead gets the rebound there and puts the baby hook shot to go. Michael Nowak has it here for the Deacons. He's looking to drive. He'll give it out to Isaac Perkowitz. Perkowitz gives it out to our John Doe at the top of the key. Back down to Beaver, whose shot is blocked but is able to kept alive by the Deacons. Check that. It's going to fall in the hands of Peyton McGregor, who puts up a layup that's no good. A little too strong there, but Welcome's right there for the rebound and gets the second chance opportunity to go. 80-50. Packers extended their lead to 30 here with a minute and change to go. And that's a nice shot there from Michael Nowak going to the line and getting the layup to go. As Welcome has it here for the Packers, he'll hand it off to Larson, who's looking to drive, puts up the one-handed floater. That's no good, but rebound is kept alive by Welcome. McGregor was looking to get it down to Ballstead in the paint, but a jump ball will be called here. Possession arrow will be given to the Shanley Deacons, as they'll have 51 seconds left to go here in Game 2. Immediately following the conclusion of this one, we'll have the varsity matchup between the Shanley Deacons and the West Fargo Packers. Kenley Mankey will be on the call for that, and I'll go back to color and graphics. Nice dish from McGregor to Fitz, and McGregor was looking for the putback, but he just wasn't going to get it to go. As Beaver has it here, he'll hand it back to Nowak. Back to Beaver, who's looking to drive, and he'll draw the foul there on Ballstead, as Ballstead will be called for the block. That'll be the 10th team foul here for the West Fargo Packers, as the Deacons will now be in the double bonus with 26.8 seconds left to go. First shot there is no good. Beaver's looking to go 1 for 2 at the line. As he does. So the Packers will have the ball here with just under 27 seconds left here. Shot clock will be turned off as McGregor will get it into Welcome, over to Fitz, who dribbles in between the circles, and he'll give it to Larson over there on the far side. 15 seconds left. Ballstead has it here in between the circles. He'll work to his right. He'll hand it off to Welcome. Looks like Packers are just going to dribble this one out, and Larson has it here. He'll back up and wait for that clock to hit 0, and the West Fargo Packers are going to take Game 2. So the Packers take Game 1 and 2. And Packers take Game 2 with the score of 80-53 here against the visiting Shanley Deacons. Check back for the varsity matchup here. We'll be back in a few minutes on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and to order a DVD copy of this broadcast, simply visit msportsnet.com/DVD.